saying this because we're all friends here. This song has a lot of words, and it's a fast-moving song because it's Little Richard, and Little Richard moves it fast. And we're going to see if Martha can get all these words in or not. So I'm throwing down the gauntlet, Miss Martha, and I may pay for it later. So I hope you enjoy the show. Let's bring Martha and the band out. The band tonight is Russell Kelly. We got Rex McGee here on the fiddle, Sarah Howell-Miller playing keys and every other instrument, Mr. George Sluppick back there on the drums, and here is Miss Martha Bassett.
Pat's right. Even in rehearsals, I have yet to get through it correctly once, so I like to live dangerously.
I'm going to read an official radio open. Oh, yeah, sound check. Sorry.
Okay.
How far are we going?
Just through the chorus.
Through the chorus.
All right.
Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
That's a good start, isn't it? Thank you. You're listening to NPR.
Okay, I'll do a longer count.
Okay, no, that's good. That's a good count.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ready, set, go, man, go. I got a man that I love, so I'm ready. Ready, 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 I'm ready. Ready, 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 I'm ready. Ready, 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 I'm ready, ready, ready to rock and roll.
Okay, there it is. Wish us luck. Welcome to the Martha Bassett Show, coming to you from the historic Reeves Theater in Elkin, North Carolina, a home for music in the heart of the foothills. The Martha Bassett Show features national artists, local talent, and the music of Martha Bassett. Tonight on the show, we welcome Dawn Landis, Maritzaida, and Doug Davis. It's a great night with some of the finest music you'll hear anywhere. Now, let's have a big hand for Martha and the band playing the 1956 hit made famous by Little Richard, Ready, Teddy.
Woo. Ready, set, go, man, go. I got a man that I love, so I'm ready. Ready, ready, Teddy, I'm ready. Ready, ready, Teddy, I'm ready. Ready, ready, Teddy, I'm ready, ready, ready to rock and roll. Going down to the corner, pick up my sweetie pie. He's my rock and roll baby, he's the apple of my eye. I'm ready. Ready, ready, Teddy, I'm ready. Ready, ready, Teddy, I'm ready. Ready, ready, Teddy, I'm ready, ready, ready to rock and roll. All the flat top cats and the dungaree dogs are heading to the gym, to the sock hop ball. The joints really jumping, the cats are going wild. The music really sends me, I dig the crazy style. I'm ready. Ready, ready, Teddy, I'm ready. Ready, ready, Teddy, I'm ready. Ready, 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 I'm ready, ready, Teddy, to rock and roll. And the dungaree dogs are headed to the gym for the sock hop ball. Joints really jumping, the cats are going wild. The music really sends me, I dig the crazy style. I'm ready. Ready, ready, Teddy, I'm ready. Ready, ready, Teddy, I'm ready. Ready, ready, Teddy, I'm ready, ready, Teddy to rock and roll. Gonna kick off my shoes, roll up my faded jeans. I'm a rock and roll baby, pour on the steam. A shuffle to the left, shuffle to the right. Gonna rock and roll till the early, early night. I'm ready. Ready, ready, Teddy, I'm ready. Ready, ready, Teddy, I'm ready. Ready, ready, Teddy, I'm ready, ready, Teddy to rock and roll.
Hey, nailed it!
Thank you. Doug Davis has been a fixture on the regional music scene for many years as a producer, a sideman, a leader of the Triad Community Project, the Vagabond Saints Society, and as an all-around musical instigator. but his heart lies in his original music, which he performs solo and in small combos, and with his own crack band, the Solid Citizens. Doug also performs and writes with Mount Airy, North Carolina-based roots rock band Mediocre Bad Guys, as well as with the rock soul combo Doug Davis and the Mystery Dates. Doug has also performed with Chris Stamey, Sally Spring, Mark Kano, Artie LaMonica of the Shirts, Jerry Chapman, and many, many others. His music has been featured in dozens of television shows and films, including Saturday Night Live, Dateline, The Voice, Last Call with Carson Daly, and this is his very first time on our show. So will you please give a warm Reeves welcome to Mr. Doug Davis.
You guys ready? Moving fast. I got stuck here under this overpass. This ain't my pretty wife, ain't my home on the range. Yeah, something's gotta change, gotta change. I learned to learn, I learned to know, I learned how to forget. This life I wanted was a wasted bet. I learned my roadless love was anything but strange. Yes, something's gonna change, gonna change. Don't you think you've got some time to spare? Don't you think of greed, I think of me. I think I'm breathing. Call a name and burn my safety net. Kick and cry and keep my way out from this debt. When it's all been settled and the dust gone rearrange. Yes, something's gonna change, gonna change. What you think you got some time to spare? What you think of greed, I think of me. I think I'm breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Thank you so much. Oh my, it is it's an absolute thrill to be here. Thank you, Martha, for having me. Oh my goodness. You know, as a songwriter, it's one in a million songs, you know, if you're lucky, that you write something that just kind of all comes out at once. And this is one of those rare songs for me. Wrote this many years ago, coming home from the memorial service of a beloved family member, and all just kind of came out in one sitting. So anyway, it's a song about appreciating and being grateful for those around you while you still have the chance. And I want to send this out to my buddy Tom Shaw. It's called Raise You Up. I'm gonna raise you up today. I'm gonna raise you up today. I ought to raise you up most each and every day. I'm gonna raise you up today. Don't think about you all the time. Don't think about you all the time. Ain't always looking for a reason to my rhyme. Don't think about you all the time. Maybe you're thinking it's too late. Maybe this pain's the way you want it. Maybe the riches made us poor. I don't care no more. I'm gonna raise you up today. Sometimes you make me kinda crazy. Sometimes you make me kinda crazy. Sometimes a man can go for days he don't see love. It's right in front of him. Make me kinda crazy. I ought to raise you up today. I'm gonna raise you up today. I ought to raise you up most each and every day. I'm gonna raise you up today. Come on, Rex. It's too late. Maybe this pain is where you want it. Maybe the riches made us poor. I don't care no more. I'm gonna raise you up today. Maybe the riches made us poor. I don't care no more. I'm gonna raise you up today.
Mr. Doug Davis. He will be back.
The Martha Bassett Show is supported in part by Hugh Chatham Memorial Hospital. Hugh Chatham Memorial Health has provided high-quality medical care for the residents of Elkin, North Carolina, and the Yadkin Valley area for over 90 years. And they've recently expanded into Virginia, providing greater access for the communities they serve. A private, not-for-profit hospital, Hugh Chatham Health employs more than 900 and is served by more than 70 physicians that represent 27 subspecialties or specialties delivering all of the quality medical services you and your family need to achieve optimal physical and mental health. You can learn more at hughchatham.org. Also, we are proud to announce our partnership with Three Trails. That's your boutique hotel, steps from the Reeves Theater. It's located in the recently renovated bank building on the corner of Bridge and Main. It's Three Trails, part of the Carolina Experience. These folks have designed 14 units with a modern flair highlighting the building's architectural history. They also have a rooftop patio, and if you come to the Martha Bassett Show, you get 10% off your stay. Just use promo code MARTHA10. Learn more at thecarolinaexperience.com. Now, let's get back to the Reeves Theater in beautiful downtown Elkin with Martha Bassett.
Dawn Landis is a singer, songwriter, and musician. She's originally from around Louisville, Kentucky, but has spent many years living and performing in Brooklyn, New York. As a recording artist, she's released 5 full-length albums as well as 5 EPs. In support of her releases, Landis has toured extensively in the US, Europe, and around the world, often sharing the stage with artists such as Ray LaMontagne, Feist, Andrew Bird, Jose Gonzalez, The Weaker Thans, Midlake, Suzanne Vega, and Sufjan Stevens. As an instrumentalist, she's toured as part of the indie band Hem and in Sufjan Stevens' touring band. A producer and engineer, she worked at Stratosphere Sound in New York City and at Philip Glass's own personal recording studio. In 2007, Landis helped found Saltland Studio in Brooklyn. She's collaborated with contemporaries like Justin Townes Earle, Will Oldham, and Josh Ritter in the studio. Her songs have been featured in popular films and TV shows. Landis has appeared with the American Songbook series, Boston Pops, TED, and the New York City Ballet at Lincoln Center. In February of 2014, she released Bluebird, which features guest appearances by Norah Jones and others. Bluebird won Folk Singer-Songwriter Album of the Year for 2015 Independent Music Awards. To our delight, she now lives in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Please give a warm welcome to Dawn Landis.
Thank you, Martha. Hello, Elkin. What a wonderful town. It's my first time here, and it's so charming, and everyone's so nice and so multi-talented so far. So, all right. I'm joined tonight by Creighton Irons on the keys and Seth Barden on bass. And here's a song from that album, Bluebird. It just turned 10 years old. Happy birthday, Bluebird.
Taking your
Thank you very much. All right, we're gonna do one more song from that birthday record. Actually, pressed up a 10th anniversary edition on a new color vinyl for you vinyl lovers out there.
What color is it?
What color is it? Wouldn't you like to know? Well, let me tell you, the first edition was red, surprisingly. So it's not red. Okay, let's see. All right, this is a song called Bloodhound, sort of a metaphorical hunting song, if you will. Looking for clearer skies, I found just staring in the eyes of a bloodhound. I don't know why you tracked me down. Just smatter the reds and drag the blues around. When you looked for me in the sun, shadow on the wall, cutting like a canyon. Did you lose the trail at all and fall into another winding road of devotion? Tell me, my friend, it's good to see you, good to see you again. Just to say hello, sing a little symphony, howl and moan. You're gonna run after me, not gonna catch me though. I don't know what to do, didn't think I'd see you around. Oh, I don't wanna let you down.
Don Landis. So what you don't know is that when I read the introduction for Dawn, I had a really hard time writing it because there was so much more that I could have said. You have accomplished so much to be so young, and come on.
I have a 10-year-old record.
Well, I love that you've done production work as well and engineering work, and that's kind of unusual for women and for singer-songwriters as well, so congratulations on that.
Thanks. Yeah. I'm seeing more and more women in the industry, though, so that's really encouraging.
It's definitely, we're taking on that industry for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
How does that experience influence you, your creative process, your songwriting?
Ooh, I think it just sort of expanded my palette a little bit because I'm not a classical musician. I can barely read music, to be honest. But I love instruments. I love the different sounds that instruments make. So I own a banjo. I own a lot of instruments that I can't actually play very well, but I can record them and I can mess around with the sound and I can get them to do something sonically that I want and that I'm going for. And I think that's really a fun thing to be able to do as an artist.
Your music is very sonically interesting, and the melodic lines that you choose are unusual and fun to hear.
Oh, thanks.
You choose different melodies than I normally hear in Americana songwriting. So.
Oh, I don't think about it. They just happen, you know.
Beautiful, even better. Can you introduce us to your band, please?
Oh, yes. Well, this is my husband over here on the keyboard. This is Creighton Irons.
Hello, everybody.
And this is Mr. Seth Barden on the bass. So we have two formerly North Carolina, boys over here, Chapel Hill and Greensboro. So.
Very good, very good. And you have a young child as well as a young record.
Yes, right. Oh, that's really nice. Yes, we have two, actually. We have a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old. So.
Very good. Mm-hmm. Well, we are thrilled that you are here. I hope it's the first of many times now that you're in North Carolina. We've been trying to make this happen since 2019.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So I'm so happy that she's finally here, and I'm going to get off the stage so that she can share another song.
Yeah.
And thank you, Dawn.
Thanks, Martha. Well, I spent some very formative years in Louisville, Kentucky. It's where I grew up, really, musically, and that's where I learned how to drive, and that's where bourbon comes from. And I know I don't know if we've had a drinking song yet in the show, but here you go. Cheers, everybody. Here's a drinking song. But being in Kentucky, if you've ever been on the Bourbon Trail, any Bourbon Trail? Yeah. And you made it, you survived. And at the end, you're feeling really good, and you might find yourself wondering, like I did, why do they name whiskey after men? And so I wrote a song about it, and it goes like this. I think I figured out the answer. Listen carefully. 1, 2, 1. Came at the right time, looking with eyes that shine. Thought you'd be a friend of mine. What did I know? Remember the day we lay under the window shade. Whatever it was we made, I can't let it go. Must be why they name whiskey after men. Comes on strong and keeps you warm before it starts to do you in. And in spite of the pain, you go back again. I guess that's why they name whiskey after men. I saw your face today in a picture I threw away. Shouldn't care about yesterday all this much. Sitting in a bar room, talking to someone new about anything else but you. It's still not enough. Must be why they name whiskey after men. Comes on strong and keeps you warm before it starts to do you in. And in spite of the pain, you go back again. Guess that's why they name whiskey after men. Here comes Creighton on the piano.
starts to do you in. And in spite of the pain, you go back again. Guess that's why they name whiskey after men. Let me break it down for you. I know why they name whiskey after men. It comes on strong, it keeps you warm before the burn sets in. And in spite of the pain, you go back again. Guess that's why they name whiskey after men. Oh, I know why they name whiskey after men. Straight up. Don Landis. All right, before we do our next song, I'd like to acknowledge a few people who are here celebrating birthdays. First of all, Lance. Where is Lance? Happy birthday, Lance. I haven't met him yet, but I'm assuming that I will before the night is over. And my good friend, Sean Bowman Hicks. Where is Sean? Happy birthday, Sean. Thanks for spending your evening here. And yesterday was his birthday. David Steelman. Where is David?
That's right.
So we're partying tonight. And I have a friend who's visiting from out of town. He's an Episcopal military chaplain and some... What? Kemper Anderson, where are you? So, thank you guys for being with us tonight. Enjoy your birthday parties, and Kemper, I can't wait to hang out with you later. I should have taken that moment to put my capo in place and make sure I was in tune, but close enough. All right. This is a Graham Parsons song and has nothing to do with the birthdays.
I'm glad you said that.
A 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This old town is filled with sin. It'll swallow you in if you've got some money to burn. Take it home right away. You've got 3 years to pay, but Satan is waiting his turn. This old earthquake's gonna leave me in the poorhouse. It seems like this whole town's insane. On the 31st floor, a gold-plated door won't keep out the Lord's burning rain. The scientists say it'll all wash away, but we don't believe them anymore. 'Cause we've got our recruits and our green mohair suits, so please show your ID at the door. This old earthquake's gonna leave me in the poorhouse. It seems like this whole town's insane. On the 31st man came around, tried to clean up this town. His ideas made some people mad, but he trusted his crowd, and he spoke right out loud, and they lost the best friend they had. This old earthquake's gonna leave me in the poorhouse. It seems like this whole town's insane. On the 31st floor, a gold-plated door won't keep out the Lord's burning rain. On the 31st floor, a gold-plated door won't keep out the Lord's burning rain. Thank you.
The Martha Bassett Show comes to you from the Reeves Theater and Cafe, downtown Elkin's newly renovated landmark. Originally opened as an Art Deco movie theater in 1941, it was fully operational until 1977, and then became the Elk Twin Cinema until 1994. Closed for decades after it was lovingly restored and reopened in 2018. Also, the Reeves Theater has recently launched the Reeves Downtown School of Music, right up the street in the old Arts Council building. Through programs like the newly established Every Good Scholarship Fund, they are a non-profit dedicating to providing music lessons to all. All instruments, all ages instruction in group and individual lesson settings. You can learn old time, bluegrass, theory, composition, and more. Learn more at reevesmusic.org. And don't forget, the Reeves has a vibrant lineup of artists all year round, like the Lonesome River Band on October 6th. Also, just in time for Halloween, the Reeves Theater will return to its movie house roots. Our own Renaissance man, Ben Singer, leading video tonight, will perform his own live score to the film classic Night of the Living Dead on October 27th. He's performed it all over the country and beyond, including the Edinburgh Fringe Fest to rave reviews. Martha, what's next on the show?
Maritzaida was born and raised in the small coastal town of Isabela, where she developed a deep love for the arts and her native country of Puerto Rico. As a blended family, she was largely brought up by her abuelos, who inculcated a deep love for music, especially the classic bolero music of their times. Maritzaida's professional music career began in 2012 while singing for the U.S. Air Force bands and touring internationally alongside her husband and guitarist, Aaron Wybie. Her debut albums, Boleros Clásicos Volumen 1 and Volumen 2, resurrects the classic style of traditional bolero music with the authenticity of past generations. This long-awaited album is a tribute to the timeless melodies of Latin America's romantic heritage and marks a potential return to a style of music that has not been heard in mainstream music for several decades. As a Puerto Rican singer that learned this music in the home of her abuelos in Isabela, Maritzaida delivers a stunning performance that showcases her vocal prowess and emotional depth. It is such a great honor to introduce to you Maritzaida.
Thank you. Muchas gracias. Thank you so much. Thank you to Martha, and thank you to the Reeves Theater, right, to have us here tonight and allowing us this space to share my culture and our music with you all in my language. So thank you so much for this forum. We really appreciate to be here. Muchísimas gracias al show, Martha. Gracias. Gracias a Marta y al Teatro Reeves por darnos la oportunidad de estar aquí y de compartir nuestra cultura y mi lenguaje con ustedes. Es un placer estar aquí.
Dos gardenias para ti, con ellas quiero decir, te quiero, te adoro, mi vida. Ponles toda tu atención, porque son tu corazón y el mío. Dos gardenias para ti, que tendrán todo el calor de un beso, de esos besos que te di y que jamás se encontrarán en el calor de otro querer. A tu lado vivirán y se hablarán como cuando estás conmigo, que hasta creerás que te dirán te quiero, pero si un atardecer las gardenias de mi amor se mueren, es porque han adivinado que tu amor me ha traicionado, porque existe otro querer. Hablarán como cuando estás conmigo, que hasta creerás que te dirán te quiero, pero si un atardecer las gardenias de mi amor se mueren, es porque han adivinado que tu amor me ha traicionado, porque existe otro querer. Es porque han adivinado que tu amor me ha traicionado, porque existe otro querer. Muchas gracias. Thank you so much. Thank you. Muchas gracias. My husband, Aaron Wybe. Otra vez, muchísimas gracias por esta oportunidad. Thank you so much again for this opportunity. If you don't know about bolero, bolero is just romantic, but to an extreme, right? It is either I love you so much or I hate you so much. He knows he's married to me. Si ustedes no saben del bolero, ¿verdad? El bolero es los extremos, es una pasión increíble, ¿verdad? Y es a los extremos totalmente. O te amo mucho o te odio muchísimo, muchísimo. Y eso es lo que nos distingue, ¿verdad? Por lo menos desde mi perspectiva, eso es lo que nos distingue como latinos. Y esta próxima canción habla de ese amor que más allá de la muerte, ¿verdad? Te arranca todo lo que eres y compone todo lo que eres. This next song, it talks about that passion that just transcends this life and that love that just truly transcends this lifetime. And it's just about that passion that it doesn't matter what happens, you're going to feel for that individual. This is Historia de un Amor.
Ya no estás más a mi lado, corazón. En el alma solo tengo soledad. Y si ya no puedo verte, porque Dios me hizo quererte para hacerme sufrir más. Siempre fuiste la razón de mi existir. Adorarte para mí fue religión. En tus brazos encontraba el calor que me brindabas, el amor y la pasión. Es la historia de un amor como no hay otra igual, que me hizo comprender todo el bien, todo el mal, que le dio luz a mi vida, apagándola después. Ay, qué vida tan obscura. Yo sin tu amor no viviré. Ya no estás más a mi lado, corazón. En el alma solo tengo soledad. Y si ya no puedo verte, porque Dios me hizo quererte para hacerme sufrir más. La historia de un amor como no hay otra igual, que me hizo comprender todo el bien, todo el mal, que le dio luz a mi vida, apagándola después. Ay, qué vida tan oscura. Yo sin tu amor no viviré. Ya no estás más a mi lado, corazón. En el alma solo tengo soledad. Y si ya no puedo verte, porque Dios me hizo quererte para hacerme sufrir más.
Gracias, thank you.
Maritzaida.
Thank you. Gracias.
Mara, I don't think anybody in this audience, or very few people in this audience, know how little time you've been doing this. I'd like to start back when you guys met. You met in the military, in the Air Force Band.
Yes.
What kind of music were you doing?
Ooh, everything from jazz.
Jazz and rock and country and R&B and everything but bolero.
Everything and anything but this. Yes.
So I understand you've only been doing this a few months together. Can you tell us the story of how it started?
Actually, it's his story, and then I was wrapped into it.
Yes, so I think it was probably around this time last year, and it involves a drummer that's back here. He's the house drummer for the night, Mr. George Sluppick. And, you know, we had largely stopped playing music when we left the military in 2018, and I thought, well, maybe it would be an interesting idea if we got back into it, and we actually did the music that Martha grew up on. So what started as us just recording in our house, and then we had George go to the studio and lay down some drum and percussion tracks on it. Turned into one of my favorite guitar players, Charlie Hunter, hearing it. And he thought it was great, and he had asked us if we would be interested in recording an album. So, of course, we said yes at that opportunity, and we ended up doing 2 albums with a full band. So we have 2 other individuals we normally play with, and they're on both of our records. One of them plays an instrument called the cuatro Puerto Riqueño. So it's if you're not familiar with that, it's like almost the size of a guitar, but it's got 4 double strings on it, so it sort of sounds like a mandolin, but with a little bit more of a range to it. And then we have a gentleman from Chapel Hill named Lowell Ringel. He plays the upright bass, so we cut 2 albums on that, and we actually just cut our 3rd album as a duo, which will come out in the spring.
And I understand tonight, Volumen 2 is released. Is that right?
Correct.
That's it, at midnight. So Volumen 2 will be available to stream everywhere and anywhere at midnight tonight.
Wow. So this is a relatively new project, and they sold out Carolina Theater in Greensboro, like in advance.
We did. It's been a ride for sure.
I noticed you've been traveling up to New York. You've been doing some touring already, and
Not too much touring yet, but we did just do the North Carolina Folk Festival a couple weekends ago. So we played all 3 days at that festival, and that was in Greensboro, and that was really great.
It's wonderful.
well, what you're doing is so exciting, and we're all thrilled for you. And we get to see you early in your career and say we heard one of their first shows.
It's wonderful thank you for the opportunity, and it's wonderful to share this music that it's so dear and so it's my childhood. So to be able to share that part of me and the culture and my growing up, it's very special. So thank you so much for that forum.
Is your family excited?
Oh, they are super excited. They get to hear me singing in Espanol. So and I sound very different, right? We were talking about this earlier, how I don't sing the same in English than in Spanish. Plus, bolero doesn't hit the same way, especially because the lyrics are actually poems. That music was later added to it. So the structure is very complex and very rich, and it's so the lyrics very much hit differently when it is in Espanol. So they're very excited.
It's beautiful. It's
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Thank you. Will you? We have an intermission coming up. Will you share one more song before intermission?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
So as Martha shared, we were both military musicians. Como Marta compartió, nosotros éramos músicos militares. Esta próxima canción, yo siempre pienso en una persona sumamente especial para mí. Y esa persona que de hecho me reclutó a la milicia. So this next song, actually, I always think about a very special person for me who actually recruited me into the Air Force. And I have the absolute privilege of having him here tonight. He's my brother, Miguel Ángel Amador. Y él es mi hermano, Miguel Ángel Amador. And this song, actually, I believe, that was the one that won me that audition for the military band. Y esta canción, para mi entender, ¿verdad?, fue la que me ganó esa audición para entrar a la banda militar. Esta canción se llama Matiz de Amor.
Cántame, corazón, abrazado a la luz de un recuerdo, evocando dulcemente un instante que tuvo algo de recuerdo de emoción, suave luz que brinda una esperanza, una ilusión a mi corazón nacido para amar, amar, recordar es volver a vivir aquel ayer, es volver a amar, volver a soñar con su querer. Y loco el corazón, tan lleno de emoción, aspiro el aroma de todo su amor, dejando en el alma un suave matiz de amor.
Maritzaida and Aaron Wybe, we're going to take a short intermission. Check out the merch table, and we'll see you back for a great second half. Thank you. Welcome back to the second half of the Martha Bassett Show, featuring Dawn Landis with Seth Barden and Creighton Irons. From Winston-Salem, we have Doug Davis, and Maritzaida with Aaron Wybe are also with us. Lowe's Foods provided our hospitality this evening. And did you know the first building on Main Street, Elkin, in the 1800s has newly been renovated, transformed into boutique mountain apartments, 14 unique units with a rooftop deck on Main Street. We are proud to say the Martha Bassett Show artist accommodations are provided by 3 Trails, part of the Carolina Experience. Remember, you can listen to us weekly on 88.5 WFDD, follow the entire schedule, listen to past radio shows, and subscribe to our podcast at marthabassettshow.com. Now, let's get back to the Reeves stage in beautiful downtown Elkin with Doug Davis and his song, Shall Be Enough.
Oh, my. Well, I think it was Steve Martin once said that I think it was the Baptists that have all the best hymns, and he said he thought he would see if he could come up with his own, so that's kind of what I thought I would do with this one, too. So if you need to clap, you need to stomp, feel the spirit, do what you need to do. Yep. If I should go up to the top of the mountain by and by, and I should gaze down on the glory, I should feel my soul and cry. I need no name, I need no story, need no answers to buy. Shall be enough, shall be enough, shall be enough. Once I was lost, I still ain't found. Ain't no rescue on the way. So I will shine my own good light till that fearful lonesome day. I need no name, I need no story, need no answers to get by. Shall be enough, shall be enough, shall be enough. I'd like to see grand design. Somebody said, see and ye shall find. I know my place with heaven's sky, just a mansion on the hill, will not be for such as I. For I don't know where I come, and I know not where I'm bound. These stars gon' shine, this moon gon' spin, long after I am 6 feet down. You tell your stories, and I'll tell mine. Make the best of what we've found. Shall be enough, 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 shall be enough. Amen. Thank you so much.
Mr. Doug Davis. Hello. I love that song. Thank you. So, I've listed several bands that he is in, and there are several more. 79 more.
That's true.
You're in the Plaids. What other bands are you in?
Oh, it's Magnolia Green.
Magnolia Green, that's right. Eric's wearing that t-shirt today.
Yeah. Yeah, that keeps me busy.
Wow, what's happening? Magnolia Green, there you go. There you go. So, Vagabond Saints Society is something you've been doing for a long time, and you pretty much spearhead all of that, don't you?
I do the paperwork, yeah.
You do the paperwork, you organize it all. So, how often do you do that? Twice a year?
We do about 3 or 4 of them a year.
Okay.
And I was having a good time talking with Dawn backstage because it was all stolen from a New York group called the Losers Lounge. So we took that whole idea. And,
tell these folks
it's
what you do.
the Vagabond Saints is sort of a community networking project for area musicians. We'll pick a theme or a band or an artist or an album, and we'll put together a house band and invite all the local singers to come kind of network and be a part of the show. And we've done about 55 projects over the last 20 years.
Yeah.
We never repeat them. So we have a lot of fun with it, and we're very fortunate that some of the members of the Reeves House Band also come down and help us out every once in a while.
Yes.
So we have a little mutual admiration society going on. Yeah.
I also know about the Monday morning songwriting.
Oh, my homework.
Yeah, tell us about that.
We have a group, a songwriting group, kind of stolen an idea from the songwriter Bob Schneider, if you know Bob Schneider. He's been doing this for many, many years. It's a songwriting club where if you join in, you have 1 week to write and record a song, sometimes with a prompt. Sometimes it's loose, but you have a week to write and record and get it up there by Monday morning at 3 a.m. That's the idea. So, and I have not missed a week in 10 years.
Wow.
Which means that I've written a whole lot of really awful songs. But I got them in on time. Sad but true.
And the next song that we're going to do on this set,
Yes.
tell us about the group of songs that it comes from.
Oh, yeah. And this came out of a Monday morning assignment. I'm one of those singing English majors that you hear so much about. Yeah, I know there's a few of us. So, sometimes it's hard not to resist the temptation of writing about literary topics. And I think if you're a Southern songwriter, it's really hard to resist the temptation of writing some Flannery O'Connor kind of songs. So one of my Monday morning rounds recently, all 10 weeks in the round, I wrote a song based on each of the 10 songs in the Good Man Is Hard to Find collection. Wow. And it was a lot of fun, and it came out a whole lot better than I thought it would. So I decided, let's put an album together and release it. So that's what we're working on now.
Okay.
And we're going to do one of them.
Have a sense of when that will be out, or is it too early?
We're going to see. I think I'm really excited. I'm working with some of my filmmaker friends. So I'm hoping that we're going to release a video component to it as well. Ooh. So I kind of want to get that all together before we do that.
Yeah,
so,
that sounds perfect.
Yeah, very cinematic stuff. So,
it
and dirty deeds done dirt cheap kind of. I mean, it's some really. If you know your Flannery, we can dig in pretty deep. So, and this is one. This is about a pretty nasty grifter. So, yeah. And Martha's going to sing some beautiful harmonies to offset the nastiness of what's going on in the song. So. Feel good about it?
I feel great.
All right. This is called All the Way to Mobile. Angel innocent, never said a word. I got places I gotta be. No one ever knows what's inside a heart. Man could steal the salt from the sea. I got the wheels you wanna ride. Maybe I ain't the man I could be. There's always a road, but I never had the speed. Take what I use, and I use what I steal. Gonna chase down this storm all the way to Mobile. It's riding through and through, hard to find an edge. Damage from the day of my birth. Don't call me by my name, Lord, come make it rain. Come and wash this scum from the earth. I got the wheels, do you wanna ride? Maybe I ain't the man I could be. There's always a road, but I never had the speed. Take what I use, and I use what I steal. Gonna chase down this storm all the way to Mobile. Maybe I ain't the man I could be. There's always a road, but I never had the speed. I take what I use, and I use what I steal. Gonna chase down this storm all the way to Mobile. Martha Bassett. We get the whole band on this one.
I didn't mention also, Doug has a pretty famous wife.
I do.
If you listen to WFDD and have heard the beautiful voice of Molly Davis. Same family.
She was going to be here today. She wanted to be here tonight, but she was a little under the weather, but she sends her love. So.
Well, we hope she's watching the live stream. Hey, Molly.
This is one that comes from my little pandemic album from a couple of years ago. I had the good idea to put out an album right in the middle of the pandemic.
A lot of people
I know,
did
like
that.
a lot of people did, yeah. I have a lot of friends, as I'm sure you guys do, in healthcare. And remember there was yes, healthcare. There was a glorious moment there when we all kind of stood back and applauded and banged on pots and all that sort of thing. And we treated those folks like heroes in the middle of all that. And I know that some of my healthcare friends felt a little uncomfortable about all that. And I wasn't sure I understood what that was all about. And then I remembered a story on Molly's radio station, on This American Life, from a few years back. And it was about a mother with a special needs kid who was particularly difficult and violent. And she said that she found it very difficult when everyone came up to her and they said, I don't know how you could do it. I couldn't do what you do. And she said, what else could I do? You know, this is who I am, and I had no choice, and this is what we do. And I thought, that's real heroism. So anyway, this is a song sort of based on that. It's called Ride It Out. Well, I met a man on Boundary Road, the dust caked on his tongue, and his bones and sinew ground to ash and marrow. And they gave up heroes ribbons and the homecomely song, and they sang the songs of grace, Vesper sparrows. Well, she met a weary widower with his ghost arrayed like West, on his prayer rug to be sold to the highest bidder. And that's when he'd fold at the point of last confusion, never crossed his clouded mind to consider. And if the dark fails the light, I'll send you flares to find me. And if there's nowhere to fall, we'll stand and face the storm. And as the last stars of night give way to dawn's redemption, we'll ride it out. What else can we do but ride it out? Instead of giving up the luxury, fortune-telling dreams, we can only see the shadows till we're blinded. And you can pin the tag of hero's curse on the ever-fading back, in the space between despair and bloody-minded. Oh, and in my mind, I'll always be 1,000 miles away. In my heart, I'm standing as your neighbor. And if I could control the winds, command the tides to pull me, and a man would shine from such a labor. And if the dark fails the light, I'll send you flares to find me. And if there's nowhere to fall, we'll stand and face the storm. And then the last stars of night give way to dawn's redemption. We'll ride it out. What else can we do but ride it out? Now to sing no more songs of grace and mercy. Shine your torch upon the fields left fallow. For I can only battle the weapons I've been given. Choice have I been granted in this hour. And if the dark fades the light, I'll send you flares to find me. If there's nowhere to fall, we'll stand and face the storm. And as the last stars of night can we do but right ahead?
Mr. Doug Davis.
All right. That's fine.
I love Doug Davis's music. Thank you for being here. So this is a song called Changes. It's not the David Bowie song, which I want to do sometime. This one is by Phil Oakes, and it has to do with the changing of seasons, and it's beautiful poetry. Sit by my side, come as close as the air, share in the memory of gray, and wander in my words, dream about the pictures that I play of changes. Green leaves of summer turn red in the fall, to brown and to yellow they fade, and then they have to die, trapped within the circle time parade of changes. Scenes of my young years were warm in my mind, visions of shadows that shine, till one day I returned and found they were the victims of the vines of changes. The world spinning madly, it drifts in the dark, swings through a hollow of haze, a race around the stars, a journey through the universe ablaze with changes. Of magic will glow in the night. All fears of the forest are gone, but when the morning breaks, they're swept away by golden drops of dawn, of changes. Passions will part to a strange melody, as fires will sometimes burn cold, like petals in the wind. We're puppets to the silver strings of souls, of changes. Your tears will be trembling, now we're somewhere else. One last cup of wine we will pour, and I'll kiss you one more time and leave you on the rolling river shore of changes. Sit by my side, come as close as the air, share in a memory of gray, and wander in my words, dream
the pictures that I play of changing.
Thank you so much.
We are supported in part by Atrium Health, Wake Forest Baptist. The U.S. News & World Report's 2023 edition of Best Graduate Schools ranked Wake Forest University School of Medicine among the top 50 research programs in the nation. Atrium Health, Wake Forest Baptist, working to invent tomorrow's treatments today. TMBS is also supported in part by our fine business friends of the Martha Bassett Show, Truist Financial Corporation, and Icon Custom Builders, giving your home transformation through renovation. And remember, when you come to visit us in beautiful downtown Elkin, make sure you stop by the shops at 150 East Market Street, where you'll find Dirty Joe's Coffee, the Smoothie Station, the Barkery, home of Melissa's all-natural pet treats, and the shops at 150 East Market Street. You're sure to find something for everyone. You are listening to the Martha Bassett Show on National Public Radio, live from the Reeves Theater in Elkin, North Carolina. Now, let's get back to the show with Maritzaida.
Gracias. I'm really excited because we have more musicians joining us. Estoy emocionada porque hay otros músicos uniéndose a nosotros. This next song, I always share with the public that I dedicate it to my husband, my wonderful husband, Aaron YB. Esta próxima canción yo siempre comparto con el público que yo se la dedico a mi amado esposo Aaron YB. Yo sinceramente creo que yo nací el día en que lo conocí. Nada de estas cosas pasarían sin él. Él es el MVP. None of this would happen without Aaron. Aaron is the MVP. And I truly believe that I was born the day I met him. This song is called Contigo Aprendí.
Contigo aprendí que existen nuevas y mejores emociones. Contigo aprendí a conocer un mundo nuevo de ilusiones. Aprendí que la semana tiene más de 7 días, hacer mayores mis contadas alegrías, a ser dichosa yo contigo lo aprendí. Contigo aprendí a ver la luz del otro lado de la luna. Contigo aprendí que tu presencia no la cambio por ninguna. Aprendí que puede un beso ser más dulce y más profundo, que puedo irme mañana mismo de este mundo. Las cosas buenas ya contigo las viví, y contigo aprendí que yo nací el día en que te conocí. aprendí que puede un beso ser más dulce y más profundo, que puedo irme mañana mismo de este mundo. Las cosas buenas ya contigo las viví y contigo aprendí que yo nací el día en que te conocí.
Thank you, gracias.
Tanto tiempo disfrutamos de este amor, nuestras almas se acercaron tanto así, que yo guardo tu sabor, pero tú llevas también sabor a mí. Si negaras mi presencia en tu vivir, bastaría con abrazarte y conversar. Tanta vida yo te di que por fuerza llevas ya sabor a mí. No pretendo ser tu dueña, no soy nada, yo no tengo vanidad de mi vida. Doy lo bueno, soy tan pobre que otra cosa puedo dar. Pasarán más de 1000 años, muchos más, yo no sé si tenga amor la eternidad, pero allá tal como aquí en la boca llevarás sabor a mí. Pretendo ser tu dueña, no soy nada, yo no tengo vanidad de mi vida. Doy lo bueno, soy tan pobre que otra cosa puedo dar. Pasarán más de 1000 años, muchos más, yo no sé si tenga amor la eternidad, pero allá tal como aquí en la boca llevarás sabor a mí.
Gracias. Thank you.
Maritzaida, Irving. The Martha Bassett Show is supported in part by Explore Elkin. They're your one-stop travel source for the Yadkin Valley and beyond. If you're looking for hometown charm, historic landmarks, Main Street shopping, and fine dining, come stay a while in downtown Elkin. Elkin is a small town with a big community. So whether it's downtown events, music, hiking, or just paddling the Blue Water Trail, let Explore Elkin help you find your trail. You can learn more on Facebook or at exploreelkin.com. Support for the Martha Bassett Show also comes from these fine downtown Elkin businesses: Mountain High Metals, the Elk Pharmacy, Yoga on Main, Coley Hall at the Liberty, Angry Troll Brewing, Yadkin Valley Quilts, the Wisdom Table, and Elkin's cutest little cocktail lounge, Fruition. Now, would you please give a big, warm welcome back to the stage for Dawn Landis.
How's everyone doing out there? What an amazing show. This has been such a fun evening. All right. Am I on? You hear that? You hear that? There we go. All righty. We're going to do a song from a record I made in Nashville a few years ago. I got to work with a legendary producer named Fred Foster. And if you're not familiar, he was responsible for Monument Records and the careers of Dolly Parton and Roy Orbison, and he got to work with so many amazing people, and I felt really fortunate to work with him. So thank you, Fred, wherever you are up there.
Oh, the wind and rain coming down so hard again. It feels like it's never gonna stop. Hands up if you've had enough. I don't remember when it started to storm. If it was cloudy, the air was warm. I wasn't ready, it took me by surprise. What was brewing in those dark eyes? Oh, the wind and rain coming down so hard again. It feels like it's never gonna stop. Hands up if you've had enough. They say an ocean can destroy its shore, a wildfire wreck a forest floor. Oh, nature knows no mercy, but I never thought you'd turn on me. Oh, the wind and rain coming down so hard again. It feels like it's never gonna stop. Hands up if you've had enough. If it hits right now, it's gonna strike again. Whoa, whoa, counting down from 10. Whoa, whoa, you can make a lot of noise. You can't drown out my voice. Oh, no. I can't fight it, now I know. I just decide to let the winds blow. Come morning, it'll be alright. Good thing I can't sleep at night. Oh, the wind and rain coming down so hard again. It feels like it's never gonna stop. Hands up if you've had enough. Hands up if you've had enough. Hands up. I've had enough.
Ah, thank you. So we mentioned earlier that other than some albums, we have produced 2 children together in Creighton. And, so this song goes out to all the mamas out there. Wrote a bunch of songs after our daughter was born and made a little EP of, it's out there, it's called My Tiny Twilight, and this is one of those songs. You're my baby, I'm your mama. You're my honey, I'm your bee. You're my baby, I'm your mama. You're my sparrow, I'm your tree. You're my baby, I'm your mama. You're my honey, I'm your bee. You're my baby, I'm your mama. You're my sparrow, I'm your tree. Hey, little songbird, singing oh so sweet. Your voice is sugar, come on, give me a treat. You're my baby, I'm your mama. You're my honey, I'm your bee. You're my baby, I'm your mama. You're my sparrow, I'm your tree. Songbird, songbird, I love to hear you sing. You are my wind now, baby, I'm your wing. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da. You're my baby, I'm your mama. You're my honey, I'm your bee. You're my baby, I'm your mama. You're my sparrow, I'm your tree. You're my baby, I'm your mama. You're my honey, I'm your bee. You're my baby, I'm your mama. You're my sparrow, I'm your tree. If you be my songbird, I will be your tree. You are the message, I'm the melody. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. You're my baby, I'm your mama. You're my honey, I'm your bee. You're my baby, I'm your mama. You're my sparrow, I'm your tree. You're my baby, I'm your mama. You're my honey, I'm your bee. You're my baby, I'm your mama. You're my honey bee. Thanks.
Can I tell a story?
Do I?
Can I tell a story with you? Can I tell a story with you?
Oh, sure. Creighton says he wants to say.
Our daughter, the 6-year-old, just wrote a little letter in first grade for parents' night when the parents come to the school, and she wrote a letter to Dawn saying, I really love your songs. You're my favorite songwriter, Mom, which is okay. I write songs as well, but I didn't take it personally. But she also said, and I really love the song you wrote for me, You're My Baby, I'm Your Mama, but then my baby brother stole it from me. Which is really true. He steals everything from her, you know. She handles it well.
She does. Oh, man.
And she also said her other favorite was Whiskey After Men, which made the teacher ask us some questions.
Yeah. It's like, you got to learn the full title of that one, sweetie. Parenthood. Oh my goodness. Well, we got one more for you, and thank you so much. You've been such a wonderful audience. This whole night has been so fun.
Really awesome.
It's been a real treat to hear and be inspired by these other artists tonight too. And I had a conversation just very few minutes ago with Maritzaida about the content of her songs, and she mentioned that some of the poems come from the 1800s, and this next song I'm about to sing you is from the Civil War era. It's from a new project that I'm doing called the Liberated Woman's Songbook, and it's a bunch of songs about women's rights that come from a songbook that was published in 1971, and I'd like to sing one for you now. The album will be out early next year. So this is called The Housewife's Lament, and it came from the diary of Mrs. Sarah A. Price of Ottawa, Illinois. And we don't know much about her other than the fact that she had 7 children and outlived them all. One day I was walking, I heard some complaining. I saw an old woman, a picture of gloom. She looked at the mud on her doorstep was raining. And this was her song as she wielded her broom. There's too many hours we spend getting ready, days of our lives spent ironing a shirt. There's nothing that pays back time wasted already, nothing that lasts but trouble and dirt. Oh, life is a toil, love is a trouble, beauty will fade, prices will double, pleasures will wane, riches will flee. Nothing is as I wish it would be. In March it's so muddy and slush in December. Midsummer breezes are loaded with dust. In fall the leaves litter and clutter September. The wallpaper rots and the faucets all rust. There's worms on the cherries, slugs on the roses, ants in the sugar and mice in the pies. The spiders wreak havoc right under our noses. The roaches disgust me and goddamn those flies. Goddamn those flies, oh love is a toy, love is a trouble, beauty will fade, prices will double, pleasures will wane, riches will flee. Nothing is as I wish it would be. Last night in my dream I was stranded forever on a rock in the midst of the sea. My one chance at life was a ceaseless endeavor to sweep off the waves as they swept over me. But I wasn't dreaming, just rudely awakened. See that it's helpless, my fate to avert. She lay down her broom, she folded her apron, lay down and died and was buried in dirt. Oh, life is a toil, love is a trouble, beauty will fade, prices will double, pleasures will wane, riches will flee. Nothing is as I wish it would be. Nothing is as I wish it would be. Nothing is as, 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 nothing is as I wish it would be.
Thank you very much. Here comes everybody.
Dawn Landis. We've had the best day, and I want to, hey Rex, I want to thank all of you. I want to thank all of you for your support for what we're doing. It's hard to be an artist and not know what you're going into with these shows, and these guys trust us and come here, and you make it worth everything. We can't thank you enough. So we're going to end with a song. Feel free to sing along with us, as I often ask you to do on the finale song. And again, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Put your hands together for Don Landis, Maritzaida, Doug Davis, and our awesome house band.
People get ready, there's a train coming. Don't need no baggage, you just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesels humming. Don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord. Get ready for the train to Jordan, picking up passengers coast to coast. Faith is the key, open the doors of boredom. There's hope for all among those loved most. For the whole sin, hurt all mankind just to save his own. Listen now, have pity on those whose chances go thinner. Well, there's no hiding place for the kingdom's throne. La gente se alista, hay un tren que se acerca, no necesitas equipaje, solo sube a bordo. Lo que necesitas es fe para escuchar los motores, no necesitas boleto, solo agradece al Señor. Train coming, don't need no baggage, you just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesels humming. Don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord.
Thank you for tuning in into our beautiful live audience. Let's hear it for Don Landis, Maritzaida, and Doug Davis. How about our fearless leader, Martha Bassett? The band tonight was Russell Kelly, Sarah Howell-Miller, George Sluppick, Rex McGee, and me, Pat Lawrence. Our interstitial music tonight was composed by Russell Kelly. Artist accommodations are provided by 3 Trails, and Lowe's Foods provided our hospitality. A big thanks to the Reeves Theater and staff in the beautiful town of Elkin. Jeff Irving, James Brickey, and Doug Williams of Electromagnetic Radiation Recorders handle the sound. Ben Singer, Nick Bassett, Danny Kerr, and Brady Reed provided our video broadcast. Bevin Dyer managed the stage, and Miranda Kerr is out there selling the merch. You've been listening to the Martha Bassett Show. It's good music for good people. Thank you so much for joining us. Drive safe and come back and see us soon. Come chat with us in the lobby.